Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings. Good morning, traders. So I'm watching it right now. Yesterday we had a drop, but it seems to me that there's something not, on my dash chart, something is not working fine. Um, on a book map, it shows close to 6,000. Uh, on the dash, it says 6,050. On the Ninja, it says 6,000. And if I go to the Finviz, it also shows 6,043. Um, and on the book map, it shows 6,000. So I'm not sure what is right, what is wrong. There's something mass going on. If you guys hear me, what your chart shows the readings, can you share with me that what is your chart shows? Yeah, if you're listening to me, if you can show what is your chart shows, because I have a completely different readings of the current price. What your chart shows? Where is ES trading right now? Is 6,050 or 6,000? Yeah, comment and let me know what your chart shows. Hey Miguel, do you know what your chart shows? Because I have reading, everywhere reading on my chart. So book map shows 6,000, dash shows 6,050. I can hear you now. Yeah. Yeah, so that's 47, right? That's 6,047. That's also not bad because that doesn't really match with anything. So my dash showed 6,050. 5,99750. So that matches with the Ninja Traders and Bookmap. That matches with the Ninja Trader and Bookmap, but it doesn't matches with the DAS. Uh, yeah, I basically tweet them as well. So if that's the case, it's going to be really hard for me to trade without the DAS. We'll see. Um, all right. Uh, so I think the problem happening is that their reading is correct. What they're having the issue is, if I will show you the chart. Look, do you see my chart on my screen? So before the drop, they have a 50 points, upward move. That's basically screwed their charting. Basically, if the drop happened from here, they are fine because there's a 50 points difference. But in their chart, the drop happened from 6,100. That's why there's a 50 points difference. Everything is same except it dash shows that there is a move first up, then before it moves down.
Yeah, I think so. If a drop happens from here, 6,050, then it's fine. But there's a 50 points, almost 45, 50 points difference. So right now we had a drop, but everything is recovered uh, since then. Yeah, we can give a little bit more time. I'm going to reopen the platform. We'll see that might be uh, it gives it some recovery. I'm streaming everywhere. Let me see here on my channel. Yeah, it's here. Let me tell you. The charting just looks so ugly now because all charts are in a different direction. Yeah, technology is so advanced, but the slightly unexpected thing happens. They're all of their softwares are basically uh, stop working. Mhm. So definitely after the initial drop, market is just grinding up. People are just buying dip, and right now we are on the 6,000. So it's kind of We'll see. What happened to the market? Why market just keep grinding up? Morning, Dan. Did you short it last night? Did you short it last night? Very good. This is difficult market, but even the problem. So what I really struggle is that it's so strong that market even doesn't wait the market to open. In every even a half an hour dip, people just buy. Doesn't really impact US, right? So war never impacts any war doesn't impact US. But what I've seen historically, that panic stays in the market until the market opens, and then the buying starts. But these days, what I'm watching in the last month and a half, that I have never seen this kind of a market where the weakness doesn't even last for 30 minutes. Is even if it's much stronger than the COVID-19 time, where weakness is doesn't even last for 30 minutes. So my chart readings are completely, inaccurate. My Ninja Trader shows something else. My Dash Trader shows something else. So it's really hard for me to read the market, what's going on in the market. So yeah. So for me, the ES reading on my dash shows 6,055. That's not correct. Um, and my Ninja Trader shows 6,000. My dash traders, my Bookmap shows 6,000. So it's just everything is so showing different. So we'll see what it does. I'm just thinking, is this just my problem or is it a problem everywhere? I'm just gonna stop sharing for 1 second and restart the platform. What is the reading on your side? What do you guys see? 6,000 on the book. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it means that my DAS is wrong, right? And DAS is not, and I think the reason DAS is wrong because the before the drop on the dash shows 50 points bounce, and I think that's basically put everything off. um, okay, so we'll see then. I hope it get corrected before we start trading, because it's going to be harder for me to analyze. For dash is fine for you, so why is for me only? What so let me just switch the server. I already switched a couple of times. Let me just do it again. Yeah, there's the same problem in the night too. Because remember, I even tweeted on the last night as well. No, I think it's still the same thing. Okay, 6,050. Still shows the 6,050. Do you use the dash with the IBKR or with the Thinkorswim? Oh yeah, maybe that's maybe the reason I can think. I use with the. Let me basically message them. Let me message the meantime you're chatting. Okay. Sorry guys, there's some technical problem. I can't even. My dash charts are not sync. Yeah, I tried switching server, but still the same thing. Let me just reach out to the. Basically, if you see that, do you see that there's a bounce before the drop? Basically, that's basically skewed everything. So if I remove this bounce, then the chart will going to go sync properly. I don't know why I see this spike up before the drop last night. By the way, I just showed it the NQ, given it touched the 6,000. So it's moving fine. Let's see how far it this go. NQ, here you go. I'm basically showing on my screen here. I mean, NQ, I felt like NQ was moving really well, so that's why I just showed it the NQ today. Yeah, so I think yeah, but I think based on the 6,000 sell off, basically, I basically triggered the NQ because they both gonna sell off together. Let's see how far it is go. I took some off, I added, and then I took some off, and I'm still holding this. Let's see how far it's go. So let's put this here. I think it's gonna go to 6,000. I don't know where. Can you tell me where is a VWAP is? On NQ 620. Okay, let's try somewhere. Let's see if we can break 6,050 and we can take the profit. So if we go back to the 30 minutes, I guess there is something. There is some moving averages, and then the prior. So prior, what is the prior breakout point for the NQ on a 30 minutes? 215. It's too far. Okay, let's see. No, 21600. Right? I see. So 21651, 2165, 21651, and then there is a 21563. Okay, so I think this is the perfect place. I should have taken the profit here, which we missed. Anyway, if we come back here, I will take the profit. So if you see that there is a from 330 to almost almost the last night from 3:30 to 7:30 there is a consolidation happening. I think, do you see this consolidation here from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock? This pricing is different. This right side is wrong, but I think that mostly it is going to retest this area. Yeah, there you go. Let me just bring it forward because I think that this is the place where if it's going to drop, I will take the profit. What symbol you're using for NQ? Okay, maybe I can try this. NQM. M5. Yeah, I think M5 is working fine, and Journal ES is basically okay. So let's change it to M. So NQ ES M5 is going to work fine. Yes, and NQ M5. So there is a two symbols, right? So and if you put just NQ normally, it will give you the continuation. If you want to see daily, because this is a future contract, right? So if you use the monthly one, it's just going to give you this quarter. So let's try. Meantime, we are working on it. Let's try this one, and then we can see. So this, see, I was referring to this consolidation. Okay, so I think 5985. So this is a consolidation I was referring. That this is very tight consolidation happen here. So market might likely gonna retest here. So I'm gonna likely gonna take the profit here. Here you go. I'm gonna bring it more further down. I don't want to lose it. If I stopped out, I stopped out. But if I continue, I will continue to take a profit. It might gonna break down. Here you go. Come on, come on, break the 21. I want 21 650 to break. So then I can take. Okay, here you go. Come on, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Here you go. Put it here. Come on, come on, more, 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 more. No, no, it's fine. Right, I stopped out. Well, it's a good trade, not bad. To just start the day with $700. Let me just bring this back in. I saw that the guys on the YouTube, those shows, this kind of a replays, they have more followers. It's more fun to see. Is it? Yeah. Is it more fun to see it like this? Are you saying something? Yeah, it is. So what we do like this. But the problem is I don't have enough space, so I can't share that screen. I can share das because the way I trade, I basically use my desk. My main screen where I watch the charts is with you guys, and my execution sheets are different, so I cannot share multiple screen. But yeah, I will think about it later. We can develop. Waldemar, were you saying something? I saw that you were mute, so if you're saying something, I was not hearing you. Now I can hear you. Okay, good. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go back to our regular business. Let me start analyzing it. Let me just close this file. Let me just set up my charts correctly. There you go. Good morning, everyone. Have you seen a live trade? That's the way we trade, and in just an easy short. All right. So let's look at it. So, I mean, this is what I was saying. This Look at this drop. This drop happened. If you go back in the history, whether it was the Ukraine war with Russia or anything, the market initially drops, but market always recover after the 9:30 market session opens. But this time is really strange. I cannot tell you that this market is so strange that it doesn't even allow the 30 minutes weakness. You know, so you look at this. This fell within the range, and still, it just broke 6,000. This is the first candle which basically, broke the range, came back to 1540, and immediately buying happened. So market doesn't even let this, even few hours of weakness tolerant. They just come and then start buying it. So this is really strange market. So I mean, I was initially intending not to short this market at all this morning. If its market continued to be on the support side, I wanted to buy. But right now, this already, it's already moved a lot. It's already right now again in the middle of the range. And that's tricky. If you remember yesterday, we were exactly bad on our idea, uh, that we wanted to go. If you go back here, and let me just remove it here, right? So it's really important for you to analyze what we were trying to do yesterday, right? So this is the yesterday. If you recall, we tried to go long here on this candle, and I was telling that, okay, you know what, ES didn't do anything wrong, but NQ is a big sell-off candle, and I don't want it to hold that. And then look at what happened later on. We stopped out, but market just keep moving in. Where do strongly move on. There's no pullback at all. And then we tried. Is the place? Here you go. So move on, and I think this is a place I was saying that we're going to short. I think that this move a lot. There has to be a pullback. Pullback can be, the pullback was there, but after spiking again, 10 points, and then spike back down slightly, retest the VWAP, and then just consolidation. So it's really strong market. I mean, it's just 1 or 2% away from all-time high, and I don't think there is a reason for market not to go and retest them. So in this market, you need to be extremely, extremely careful in shorting. If shorting is not perfect, you're going to lose money, because the regime is a buying regime. Um, yeah, so extremely be cautious. Don't just think that this market is extended, I'm going to short. No, you can't short that market. This is really strong market. Uh, what you're going to do is, if you try to shorting these markets, you're going to lose a lot of money. You need to be extremely right on the short side. Very quick entries. You take that and you just move on. It's not going to be like a February or April where market is just falling. And I think, and that's what the problem is, that we always have a recency bias, and we try to do things which has been done in the past, but market just quickly move on and move to the new regime. And that's why adaptation is really important. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying, that right now, uh, because of the war news, market has a sell-off, and And if you look at the Fibonacci lines, right? So market retraced almost the 50% of the area, right? As I was saying before, even Fibonacci, that is the middle of the range. Market required a bit of pullback. If the pullback happens, then what we expect. Do we expect the market to come back and down, right? Or we expect come down, do this, and do this, and then move back up, right? So we don't know. So if market this happens here in the pre-market, then we need to be cautious. If market wants to run this cycle, we need to join that. If market wants to go this cycle, then we need to join there. But if it stay in the middle of the range, don't expect one side or other. Let this side develop today, and then we're going to join. Okay, we're not going to push the trades unless the moves really started happening. So just now, if you look at it, the ES NQ both are extremely extended from the VWAP. But are they going to retest? I don't know, because if you look at it on 13 minutes, see how consolidation was happening. A lot of buyers on this area that pushes the price up. So is these kind of setups are really difficult. You don't have any edge. It may go, it may not go. May go quickly and then recover. It can just go and flush it. The bigger seller comes in and then wipe up all the consolidation. Any question, guys? Here you go. The move coming is selling off now. Let's see. Does it drop to the 59.80? It still did the same area where we're taking the profit, which is 21644. You guys saying something? What you guys feel for the market the whole week, right? As Dan was saying, that market he expecting market to come down, but market just keep going up. And just imagine, see how the whole Asia session and then part of the London session just move back up. There's no pullback, and that shows that how strong the market is. If you look at it this yesterday on the 12th, there is a dip, uh, uh, in the pre-market, and right now we are even above that dip. Right, we didn't even found that as a resistance. So for market, it seems like market doesn't have any resistance. But the moment it start moving back up, it gets slow. The momentum dies, right? Um, so that's the weird part of it. This market is that market wants to go back up, but doesn't. When it's going up, it doesn't have the momentum, and it sells off, and then people come in, buy, and then push all the way to the price, and then again start taking profits. You see then how slow is the market at this point is here? Extremely slow, right? It might still be dropped because the way it is consolidating. Good morning on the guys on the YouTube and X. Give a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, let me know. Or if you want me to look at something, see. So up to here, see how up to this point, how quick was the sell-off? The moment it came very close to those points, see how tight there is a slow reaction. It seems like the market even doesn't know what they really want to do, right? Is something buying happening slowly, and they're going to push up back down, or they're gonna pull the rug here? But it's really slow, so there is no, you can't say that what's market want to do. There is no key momentum on the sell side. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know about it. What are you doing? You have you suspended my tweets or messages to go everyone? Miguel, have you suspended my tweets to go everyone? What are you doing? Miguel, we need answer. You're mute if you're answering it. I think he's not around. We'll figure out. Okay, the sell off is continuing, so he's going to retest the VWAP now. Okay. So what are you doing, guy? So Vivek is saying that he's receiving your messages, but I'm not, he's not receiving my message. So I don't know. Is something we can do that, or is it something I need to do fix? Because he's saying he's receiving all the messages when you post as an alert, but when I post, he doesn't get it. But you didn't. But you didn't get any of my last night, even last night messages. Yes, I think something. There's be some setting. Maybe check with my maybe you maybe suspended my messages on your setting. Let me see on my setting. If I go to the lobby and I do the right click, I think there is a button right click if you say ignore or mute. See, have you done anything mistakenly? Click on me. No, I mean, no, maybe the alert. So click on my right click on my name and see that is there anything you have clicked? Because just like if I don't want to see any person message, I can just mute that person or block that person. Maybe you have mistakenly clicked on me somewhere. Okay, that's what I see. See, immediately dropped and then immediately bought back up. Did you see that? So this is a really crazy part of it. Uh, Therefore, I felt like, you know what, it's really crazy. It just touched and then see, even if it didn't really went back to the VWAP and it's just moved because of the this consolidation. This is on the 5 minute chart. They're still below the other moving averages, but it's just so crazy. See how long you need to wait and babysit this trade just to get additional 5-10 points. I rather come out and relax rather than babysit that for 10 points. See, I think the only excuse me, I only think uh, the the couple of repercussions here, which could be the unique, and I will share with you. So, sorry, just give me 1 second. So, yeah. So I feel like there's only a couple of repercussions can happen here, which could be different and unique because of this geopolitical crisis. A, we already have ongoing war between the Russia and Ukraine. Uh, so from the oil commodity perspective, the supplier of the oil is coming from Russia, right? Which is not accessible to US, so it's expensive. The next oil comes from the Iran and then the Middle Eastern. So if there's wars trigger, and Iran gets impacted, and other Middle Eastern countries also get impacted, then there'll be a bigger issue on the oil, uh, and that may create an unnecessary inflationary pressure on top of the tariff uh, because of the gasoline prices. So I feel like this could be a very tricky situation, that how they can curtail this and keep it to the Iran if they wanted to, or if it's triggers and spread, how other Middle East are going to react. That's why you see that the crude oil is really going up today, um, and I feel like that's maybe something uh, create unnecessary pressures on the economic plan. And And see, right now S&P was really strong because all of the S&P sectors are performing. Oh, here is the breakdown came in. So all of the S&P 500 sectors are performing really well. But if S&P 500 get impacted, the progress get impacted due to the oil prices, then it's just going to create unnecessary uh, pressure. And that's why it's so crazy, because if you look at it, I think today the crude oil prices, the futures will be really important to see. Let me just open the chart and then we'll see that as well. Yes, sir, we can hear you. I was just trying that uh, they I think they also launched on the Substack that you can do the stream. So so now we can stream directly on the Substack as well. So if you go to our website, you can even see the streaming directly on our website. So go to the smarttraders.com, and then you can see the stream directly there. Maybe we'll try that. Go to the smarttraders.com, and then you're gonna see the and it's not only that it's you hang out. It's also that you don't need to go on a different sources. Just gonna be the one place. All we can have a news and everything. So you don't need to scroll around for the information. We can just quickly check the information here. Right, so here you go. The moment it touched the VWAP, look at what happened. Let's check quickly the crude oil. What's crude oil look like today? 3 minutes remaining before the 9:30. So if you go on the crude oil and natural gases, let's look at the crude oil first. Look at this, it's spiking up. And if you go to the weekly and the monthly chart just to see the context, look at the monthly chart. So right now, we were in the downtrend, is anti-inflationary, but still the trend has not broken. But we need to keep an eye if an $80 mark has been broke. If 80 breaks, then there's a high likelihood to go to 100. So that's really an important one. Uh, right now, still trending down on a monthly chart. It didn't break that level. And if we go to the uh, what's that? The natural gas. Natural gas is the same thing, still downtrending. And if you look at the gold, uh, gold is really, I think, the only thing which is predicted well that this is something coming up. I think it's like a gold. Gold is not stopping at all. We were thinking that this is basically high, right? But gold will just keep going back up, and then and if you let's look at the bitcoins, the crypto. What crypto is doing today? Did it sell off on that news or no? Okay, so you go. Okay. So seems like that the maybe crypto found some short-term uh, resistance, but still uptrending. Let's see what does happen here. All right, market is just pushing up, boys. Only 10 to 30 seconds remaining. Let's good luck, guys. We just remove everything. Let's set up everything. We need to be very careful. The reason being is that the market is still in the range, and these ranges are really hard to trade. Okay, so don't we're not gonna push the trades just because we see something is going up and down. We need to be very carefully trade today, given we are on the way the range is being developed. Morning, John. Alrighty. First move is upside again. We have a good gap. Very strong move. There you go. Over the pre-market high. The question is are we going to close the gap? Oh, very strong volume coming in. The straight line move up. Okay, ES is above 6,000. Wow, look at this move, man! What a move! Just imagine who have shorted these. Assuming it's a top, those who have shorted it at 6,000, and they have not taken the partial. They must be underwater. Wow, this is a big move, big move. Almost 20 points with non-stop. The further it's going to go up, the better it's going to be for us to find the shorting opportunity. Let's watch if it can go to the 6,030. Okay, get ready for shorting. Okay, I'll try the small size. And it's a very volatile. At least expect the 10 points risk. So size accordingly. Okay, at least the 10 points risk. Okay, don't sell off too much. Come on, give us a chance. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start thinking of a short under 6,005. Almost 20 points range, and the NQ is almost 100 points range. I'm waiting, not yet shorted. I'm waiting. Come on, I don't want this to sell off now. I want say 1 more minute. So now we have a clear support here around 6004. So if now sell-offs happen under 6004, I'm going to consider shorting it. Watch for 6004. Okay? There is a big order sitting on 6015, and then similarly on the NQ, the big order is sitting in 2000 21,800. Okay, so look, watch if it's sell off and it comes down below the 6004, I'm going to short. Not yet, didn't break. Watch, get ready. Not yet. Watch. Okay, I'm short. For first 5 minutes are over. Let's see what it does. I didn't like it, this candle. Let's see. All right, it's pushing down in our favor. Come on. Again, reclaimed. I didn't like this candle. This is really bad candle. It's still holding it. The way it is consolidating on the 5 minute, almost 3 minutes are remaining. I don't like it so far. Come on. Still holding it. very close to stopping out. NQ move over the highs. E is still not moving over the highs. This is the last chance for ES to drop. This is the last chance for it to drop. If it's breakout from here, we're gonna stop out. Okay, it's pushing down in our favor. Very nice. Come on. We want continuation now. We want this to come continuation. Okay, I have the day rejected. Very good. Let's just continue now. Come below the 6,000. Come on. Still slightly red. Don't like it. They're still holding it. Oh man, didn't like this one. It's really trying to push. Still in the trade. But the more is hanging around, it's likely is we going to stop out. Okay. This is important. Almost 15 minutes after the first initial move, market didn't do anything. There's an important candle. Let's see what it does. Can it sell off now? Looks like it's coming down now. Say, come on, this is an important area. Almost 15 minutes are getting over. Okay, so sell-off begins. If this candle close below 6004, then sell-off going to begin. This is a really important candle. Let's see, another 30 seconds. Can this candle go close below the 6004? Nope, still holding it. It's still holding it. 15 more seconds. Very important candle. Okay, 15 minutes here. Here you go. Candle broke below 6004. I think that's the time market needs to push down now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, sell off. It's important to come below 6004. It's coming down now. We really want this to break 6,000. Come on, break 6,000. Come on. We want to break 6,000. Come on. Come on, come on. Don't hold 6,000. It's a pre-market high as well at 6,002. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I don't like this move. Bounces from 6,002. Come on. It's a pre-market high and then 6,000 sort of a support. No, no, don't do that. Come on. Fail it here. Let's see how it does. How does it go? Come on, don't pull down. Pull up, come on. Come on. Come on. It's taking forever. Still pushing. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I want the 596 to break, 6,000 to break. Come on. So I mean, look at this, how quickly it just bouncing. That's really bizarre. You know, the way I don't like it is that uh, it just doesn't giving the momentum. Look at the NQ and ES. ES wants to come down, but NQ is just keep pushing up, and that's the really. So NQ, look at it under the lows, but if you look at the NQ is still holding on the top side. NQ needs to come down for ES to break. I basically added into it, so therefore my position, uh, my basically I removed one time and then I re-added into it. So therefore, I do not have. But if you have showed it without anything doing it, we already 6 points in the money. I really want this to break under the 10 points at least. The way it is moving, I think we're gonna get the flush. Oh, what happened? This NQ is really killing us, huh? Okay, I think that they've decided they don't want to go. I'm gonna close this trade. This is really, look at the, yeah. I mean, and I think only reason is because the NQ has refused to come down, and we're just talking about it that NQ is just refusing it. Let's see, maybe now he is again coming back down, and that's good that I have reduced the size. I mean, I had one time because I was so optimistic about this trade. The one that's came down, I was 6 contracts. I reduced this to 2, and I'm lucky that I would survive this spike. So okay, now it's breaking down for sure. I mean, nothing is sure, but yes, looks like the way the NQ is behaving is just the bizarre. Okay, I think it's coming down. Coming down. Yes, now I think it's coming down. Let's see if this can break 6,000. I think my ad is basically. Are you guys still in the trade or you have stopped out? What about you other guys? Because I was over. I mean, it seems like this is just crazy the way NQ is trading. See, look at the NQ, but NQ is still holding this 21,750. Which is really bizarre. This just really means that, and I always say that when divergences occurs, most of the time the ES market follow the ES. NQ has to follow ES, but sometimes rarely happens that ES copy the NQ. Right now, both has a strong first momentum, unable to continue to sell off. NQ is still over the highs. ES is just keep coming down. Both are extended from the VWAP. So either they need to have a little bit of pullback so then other people can join this momentum. Uh, so I think we are in the good ships. Okay, it's working now. I have 2 contracts in. Uh, let's see what it does. Can it, can it, can it, can it, can it? All right, it's coming down now. I really want this to reach as 598 on the SPY, or which is the or 5,009 5990. But it's very slow, very slowly coming down. Come on, come on. I was expecting much more faster move down, but it is what it is, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the 1 contract stop market buy order. So at least to capture at least something meaningful. You know what? I mean, and I think this is the only day we have too much patience, right? Okay, I took the first partial here, uh, but this is an ugly price action for sure. So let's write this. If we're gonna get the flash downside move, I'm gonna get from this trade over 1,000, over $600. But if it doesn't got that, then I'm fine. Okay, it's coming down now. I'm gonna put the stop market. No, 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 no. I don't want it to stop now. Okay. I'm gonna lift this as we move along. Come on, push us down, down, further down. No, 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 no bounce, no bounce. Go break 592. Come on, just one time for us, for this group, only for this group, only for Waldemar and Vivek. We are very close to the opening price. Okay, the bounce can happen anytime. Come on, no, not really. Very strong push. Okay, I think that this is it. The maximum it's wanted to go down up to this point. Yeah, I think so. It's done. Come on, don't stop me out. All right, I'm out. All right, this is not a bad trade. I mean, but not as good as I was expecting. This is really very bad price action. No, I mean overall good trade. I basically screwed my on my adding, I guess. If I didn't add, uh, because I was thinking that if it's not going to hold the 6,000, the thesis was going to flush. That's why I went all the way to the six contracts. So when I add my six contracts, then everything, all my advantage of going early is just got disappeared. And then I also reduce one time. So therefore also I need to take a hit. But if I just go with my normal size, right, and this almost gives almost a $600 trade with the 10 points reward on it. And now it's coming down. Look at this idiot. Now it's coming down. But I think the culprit was the NQ. NQ doesn't want to come down. So this is exactly the move I was expecting, that the whole opening range is going to come down. But before this spike up, I was thinking it's just going to break a little bit down before it's going to push back up. But look at now it's doing that. It just did it. That's exactly what I was hoping for it. Anyway, it's good trade. Vivek, did you take the trade with us? It was I mean, I would overall say it's a very profitable trade. John, Vivek, guys, those who are watching us on the subs. Yeah, go ahead. John, go ahead. Wow, good, good job. Did you hold all the way to the end? First, it's still profitable, right, for you? So is now, see, now this idiot is coming down after stopping me out. I hate this. This is the exactly move I was expecting. Okay, so see, this is really important. So this is really important. When I say that you need to give a room for 10 points. Okay, so make sure that you size appropriately, that you do not worry about them losing it. You know what I mean? So for instance, if you think that the one ES contract 10 points is a $500 risk. So if you think that the $500 risk is too much, then don't risk it. Risk 5 MES. You see what I'm saying? So otherwise, if you're always going to worried about stopping out, then you're not going to able to get the profitable trades. So always risk it what risk is appropriate for you. Okay, because see the market was volatile today, we know there, and then you can see that uh, right now it's coming in, and I think I'm also guilty of making the same mistake. I went to the higher contract size than I was expecting, because I was expecting a big move, and then I added. I only go on the momentum days. My 6 contracts. I usually trade with the 1 or 2 contracts. Look at this spike again. Oh man, this market is so crazy. So, but you shouldn't be. That's my question, because it's still below your stop loss. You see what I'm saying? So no, don't do that. So always keep. So if you start with the trade, okay, let it ride the trade. Okay. If you think that it's not going in, you're getting uncomfortable, just reduce the size. See, I will tell you, if I let me just bring it here. If I have not closed it, where is it? So if you don't want to hold it, so if you don't want to hold it, see here, I will tell you. Look at this my chart, okay? I'm doing 1 minute. So I entered 2 contract here. I added another 1 contract here, and then it's not moving in my direction. What I did, it's make me uncomfortable too, because now I'm 3 contracts, right? Now if 3 contracts doesn't go into my favor, if I need to hold all the way to the over the highs, it's just gonna give me uncomfortable position. So what I did, I immediately reduced it. You see that? I reduced the 1 contract. I took the small loss, but that's fine. I added here, and then I took the 5 point loss. That's fine. It's easier to take the 5 point loss than the 14 point loss on the whole trade. Then I added. Then I saw it's moving back in. I re-entered again with the short, right? Short entry. But then again, it's just spiking up and down. I get uncomfortable. This time I just stopped out. Didn't let it go against me. So three contract short, 3 contract buy. So now again I have only 2 contracts, but my all my averages is now gone. Right now I'm really in a bad spot because I added too many times. Uh, well, what I'm just saying that, for instance, if it's taking too long, it just getting you uncomfortable. Just reduce your size rather than closing it. Just reduce your size. Okay, I think. Mm, okay, I will tell you one more thing. So the way I manage it, and it's gonna mind gonna help you. Okay, so the way our ATM strategy works, that if you take 1 contract off, ATM strategy will automatically reduce the 1 contract. So for instance, your initial position was 2, your break even and a stop target or profit target is on 2 contracts. The moment you take 1 contract off, ATM will automatically be adjusted with the 1 contract. Do you know it? Are you aware of this? No, not manually. So for instance, hear me out. So for instance, you take 2 contracts with the ATM strategy. Now you have a break even, you have a stop loss order of it. Immediately you're going to execute the two contract with the stop loss and 2 contract with the profit target. If you're using my ATM strategies, correct? I just wanted to say yes or no, so I can move forward then. Yes. Okay. So then, for instance, out of just 2 contracts, if you sell one, what is your position remaining now? So automatically ATM strategy will update with the one contract, rather than now you will have a stop loss of a one contract. Perfect. So now what I do, basically I manually create the stop loss order below my main stop loss order. So what I do, so let's take an example. So assume no one ATM, but one manual order, just the manual order of profit taking. So what I do, I keep my ultimate break even order on the top where I need to stop out. And if I have more than one contract, I will manually either took this, I will put the limit order on the bottom on the profit targets, or I will put the stop loss order manually below my original ATM stop loss order. So what does it really help me is that, so for instance, you said that, I have two contracts, now I'm 7 points in, I don't want to completely stop out the break even. What I will do, I will manually create one order on the 4 point stop loss and other order I will put it in break even. So if something flashes up, you still get the 4 points on a one order. And I will show you if I will do something, I view is more easier to. So so what I do is, so here for instance, do you see my screen? All right. So assume that you already have an ATM order. Okay. Assume I already have an ATM order. My profit target is 5982, and my stop loss is 6008. Okay. I'm gonna put the line so you can see here. Okay. Assume this is the order, and currently price is here, and your break even order is here, or stop loss order is here. Your ATM, your target profit order is on 5980. What I would do, for instance, I think that this target is not achievable. I have two contracts. I want to lock in something. I will just go right click and I will just create, if I'm short, I'm just going to create a buy limit order on the bottom before my original target. So that will go, if it flushes, I will take the profit. Similarly, I will do the right click on the top below my original ATM strategy stop loss. I will just say buy stop market. So what I would do on my two contracts, one contract will be stop out at 6004 and other contract will stop out at 6008. So that will help you uh, to discretionary. So if you're thinking, okay, what, market's still jumpy, you in the profit, you don't want to lose it, you can manually do that if you have two contracts. You might still lose to both of them, depending you have where you have pushed the original one. But at least for the one, you will secure 5 points out of your 7 points in the money, and for other one, you might go the break even. All of you got it. John, Voldemort, you got it. Vivek, I think Vivek doesn't use it, but you guys got it. So market is not doing anything. Okay, so use that. So market is not doing anything. Look at this. These are things I really hate about the market. So now NQ is on the top side and ES is a sideways. You see that? So that's why I was just talking to you guys, that because I don't see any more trade now. Because above the VWAP, holding all the moving averages, NQ extended, ES is not even moving anywhere, very close to 6,000. So essentially, whatever the trade we had it. Unless we start losing this area, we can't have any trade. So see that how consolidation was happening here. Multi hours consolidation here, again multi hour consolidation here. So Again, multi-organization here. So it's basically is creating a base over base on multi-hours. So no way there is short at this point, unless we start losing those things. So see, that's why it's really tricky. Uh, you assuming that this short will create more short, but if you look at it, there's no short. We found lucky, and I only reason I shorted it because of this extensive move in the first 3 minutes. If we didn't have that move, I would have never shorted it. So no more trade, guys, unless we see a clear shift of momentum. Today don't force the trade again. Okay. So right now, initially when we started a day based on pre-market analysis, as I said, it's already retraced 50% is at Fibonacci levels. We need to see whether market is going to hold this trace up and then move back up, or come and go and then push down, right? We don't know yet. Market has not given us any clue. uh, unless we start losing this. So now NQ is coming down, ES is losing this. That could be the place where we can look for another shorts now, as markets are losing it. Unless we don't lose these areas, there will be a no shorting opportunities. Don't go into the one minute or 2 minutes of flash move. It can easily bought back up. Watch now. We can go out in the small size. Is not able to hold the VWAP. ES is not able to hold the VWAP. I didn't like the way it held the VWAP. Okay, it's moving in a direction. Come on. My VWAP is on 59.88. Okay, it's selling off. Oh, you have 59.80. That's way. Why? 82 as well? Why? Let me see. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna stop out. It's very close, it's bouncing. But I think this is a VWAP, it's correct VWAP, because this is the way exactly the where the market is bouncing. Yeah. It's maybe the formula difference. Check the formula. Okay, I'm stopping out. I'm closing it now. I think it's bouncing from the VWAP. Initially, it pretended that it's selling off, but it's bouncing. See here, look at this VWAP. Exactly from the VWAP, it bounced. Yeah. One time it's rejected. That's where I showed it, but then suddenly. But where is why my VWAP is not on the book map? Um, let me go to the setting, the candlesticks. Okay, enable. It should all. It's there. So let's see here. Where is? I just did it, but still doesn't show on my study configuration. Here, I can totally. Not sure this both of them. Oh, because I think it may be hiding under the. I don't know what's wrong. I will just figure it out why I cannot see the VLAN on my bookmark. But I think this is the VLAN. Uh, and can you look at the trading? You're using Trading View, Dan? Okay, let me check here. Let me open the. Go. Can you go to the formula? Go to the formula. Then what is the VWAP formula? I think that there might be something wrong uh, into the what is what be the calculation too? It's maybe calculation too. Okay, it's still rejecting. Okay, still rejecting. If it's gonna push this down, I will try one more time. Still below the VWAP. 15 minutes left. I do not trust it. I only took a one loss. I'm just gonna try the smaller size on this. I'm looking at the guideline, but it doesn't say that how does it calculate the VWAP. But definitely, it's maybe something with the hours. Your hours may be something wrong or something like that. Waldemar, maybe you can help me with that. That um, Miguel and we are working. I think Miguel has done a lot of good efforts on it. And since you have a software background, uh, I was thinking maybe you can help us to convert my dance platform with all the moving average and VWAP into the Ninja Trader template. And I think Miguel has done a lot of good work. He almost done. He's going to walk through, and then if we get stuck somewhere, maybe you can help us as well. I think Ninja Trader used the Ninja script. Yeah, I'm just going to skip. Yeah, yeah. I think that will basically, then we can all use just the Ninja Traders if we have the right scripts and VWAP and everything. We can just compare that all showing similarly. Then we can just use the one template. We don't need to flip between two charts. And Dash Trader already expensive, right? Yeah, but does it crash while trading it? Never. So you see that instead of using the DAS, we can use the Ninja traders. Oh, well, you can use the trading. But does trading view have a short keys where we can move between, pre-market without pre-market? Okay, watch. Sorry, watch for the short sell. I think it's moving down now. Just watch. Not yet entered. Let's see, can it break and go below 59.85? Okay, I'm short now. I hope this would not be the trap for short sellers. Okay, I see the selling pressure growing. Come on, don't trap us. Already did trap a couple of times. The showing always falling, 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 and then just quickly grab the liquidity. Oh, here you go. Came. Come on, keep going. Come on, go, 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 go. Come on, go, 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 go. No, 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 no push, no push up. Come on, keep going now. Go, 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 go. Come on, go, go, go. Come on, go, go. See, this is what I was saying. That see, I put the limit order before that. Do you see that? What? By the time I was moving it, moved against me. Ah, no, don't do it. Don't disappoint to me. Did you see that? I put the limit order here, but it's just from the 1.5 cents shy away, and it just pushes up. Come on, keep going now. I think pre-market low is in play right now. If it's gonna continue come down, come on, come on, don't disappoint this time, man. Come on, oh man, this is just a trap again. Is this a trap? Come on. I was just shy away from almost 25, only just a quarter of the point. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a big loss here. It's just a spiking. I think I should close it. Oh man, look at this spike. It's a trap. That's what I was worried about. This is not shouldn't be the trap. It was such a good move. It didn't even continue to the pre-market low. Not even the two consecutive good candles are coming into this market. So a little manageable loss. Let's see. If it start bouncing up here from here, I'm gonna stop out. If it's continue to fall, I'm just gonna hold it. Come on, it's retesting again where we have entered close to 85. Come on, push down, man. Come on. Can it go? It is under the low. Okay. Just pushing down. Oh, yeah, okay. Good. Come on, go. Now go. Come on, go. Really, really sucks. Oh, man. Look at this sucking price action. Come on. Don't push us. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, it's still it's downtrending, but it's just downtrending in really bizarre fashion, uh, where uh, it seems to me that see right now it is came so close. Uh, I doubt that it would not go and retest the pre-market low, which is 59.70. Uh, but the problem is that this they are very close to the VWAP, and there's a 4 minutes left in the 30 minutes window to close. It can easily spike the way the market is behaving. But so far, it came so close down there. I think that 59.70 could be the retest here. But if you look at the after the first 5 minutes in NQ, all candles are red. There's not even a single green candle on NQ. I think what I'm doing today, uh, which is the momentum strategy, I'm basically adding into the fall, and I think that was a mistake I'm doing. If you look at it, if you're adding on the fall, market is bouncing immediately. What basically algos are doing today is that they're buying on the fall and they're adding on the bounce. So if you look at it here, see here, every bounce, every fall, there's a bounce, and then every bounce is shorted. So essentially, what I'm doing wrong, I'm not adapting. Adaptation of the market is that this market is not for shorting at the on the breakdowns. Rather, this market is shorting on the bounces, which we normally don't do that. This is not our style. Our style is to take those breakdowns, and add on the falls. But today market is not continuing falling. It's falling, but it's falling after slowly, it's slowly coming down. So now it is coming. I'm gonna take the, start taking the profit here. I want just one more. Okay, so I took first partial. All right, still in the trade. Let's see that, can we get to the 72 area, which is just above the pre-market low. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Come on. Push down. No, 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 no. Let one candle continue, please. Just one candle for the sake of Voldemort. Just one thing. Are you guys? All right, one candle. Okay, come on, come on. If it's gonna bounce, I'm gonna. I mean, it's still a good, very good trade. I'm telling you, it's gonna go down, but it's just so. It's just testing your patience, right? Today, you need to have the Buddha's patience, basically. All right, I took the profit. I cannot tolerate this. Just gives me stress. My blood pressure gonna go up. But I can still think that it can go and retest the pre-market low. But it just give me the, and we have a doctor here. It's not good for to go against your body. It's just gonna give you a blood pressure. Uh, So look at this. So market is basically doing what it needs to do, but what I'm doing the mistake. See here, I added on the fall, and then market bounce. I added on the fall. What we should be doing it is that we taking profit here and adding when it bounce. That's why it's called the really need a market reading adaptation. You need to see what market is doing and just act accordingly. So if market is doing bouncing on the fall and selling it on the bounce, so I think that would, if we just do this, just imagine what would be our profit today. You know, look at this. So we take the profit, we show it. We take the profit, we show. We take the profit, and everything is just our moving averages. It's not extending from the moving averages. So it's very well algo planned, basically move. You see that it's not like extending like so far from the moving averages. Is always keeping close to the moving averages. So it's algo driven. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, what algo is doing right now is shorting on 21 EMA. Basically, it's shorting on 21 EMA and then taking profit every time it's get extended from 21 EMA. And I think it's more clear here on the dash chart. Look at this. On the dash chart, it's much clearer. So do you see that? So this white line is 21 EMA. So look at this. Here is still a little extended, but this one is much more cleaner. Look at this. Anytime it's go extended from 21 EMA, it bounced back to the 21 EMA. Now again, we took the profit because I was thinking again it's going to go bounce here, the way the market is doing right now. And you can see here, on the NQ chart, there's after the first 10 minutes, there is not even a single green candle on the 5 minutes. Here, look at this 5 minutes on NQ. That's why it's very important to see the multi time frame. Look at this. Not even after first 10 minutes, there is no single green candle. Just imagine people are just trying to go long, thinking, oh, this is the long now. This is the long now today. What happened? They must have blew their account away. I think today is a profitable session, really good. I make almost $1,500. How was your day, guys? How about you start putting your P&L? Because I really want people to come and see that our group is really making tons and tons of dollars, and they don't have enough space in their houses to keep their money now. So now, if you look at, remember before this fall came in, I was talking about it that if this market going to stay within this consolidation, there will be a no move. We're gonna find it, the low risk opportunities day. The moment this consolidation broke, we took the short. We want to find an opportunity. Now again, we in the range. So this day quickly going to turn into low opportunities day, as far as it is breaking down or breaking out, and the way it's so slowly came down, it seems to me it's basically the people who bought it here, they are slowly selling off. There is no aggressive buying, there is no aggressive selling. See again, if you look at it, go look at the 1 minute chart on this. Look at this. I'm gonna keep it here. Look at this. Again, 21 EMA. What I told you here, that is going to go and retest this 21 EMA. Now, how many touches? 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what happened now. This is. Here you go. Again, sell off from 21 EMA. But I'm not taking it, but I'm telling you, that, it can revert, it can now bounce because this is going to be the fourth attempt, right? So always remember that how many touches it is. So 1, 2, 3. Even if you count this one as well, then it's the fourth one, right? So we are getting exhausted from that trend. We have only one viewer on the YouTube. Wow. Who is that lucky viewer? Suddenly, what happened? We used to have a lot of people coming in on our YouTube channel. So let's see what does here. Okay. So this time is reversing, but I don't really trust this. But look at the NQ now. The way it's slowly selling off the algo, it seems like the algo program is now over. But don't trust the long side, okay, today. Market is weak, unless we go and reclaim 6,000. Any question, guys? If not, then we can just end the our live transmission. Um, how much did you make? How much did you make, John? Yeah. For John, 100K is just small, so don't worry about it. No, what happened to Vivek? Vivek's just talk. I think he was talking to someone. Anyway, all right. So we're going to end the transmission and hope you have a great day. So I think I really enjoyed today's day. There's so much to learn in today's day, right? The market was slowing, winding off. Make sure that you don't push the buttons. Market's still trending down. We don't know whether it's going to continue. Market going back in the range, so it can easily go and stay within this 20 point, 30 point range. Uh, it was a slow sell-off. We are lucky that we are able to come clean because we trusted the trend. It can easily stop you out. So yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a good day overall. Yeah. Then also you also don't push so hard. You don't know whether it's going to be a short or not. Given just, but unless if it's breaking down and give you a right place to short, then you only short. Otherwise, it's just bouncing. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And there's always the uh, link where if you wanted to uh, join a methodology class, you can join. Okay. All right. Bye.